Way to make an entrance. The doorways in this video are stylish and functional, without compromising on security. You're watching the Interesting and Creative Designs channel. Let's open the gates and take a look at some amazing door designs. Rising up to kick off our list is this automatic entry from EDSUK. This gate emerges from underground and can be custom made from metal, wood, or even glass. It is not only satisfying to watch, but serves as a solution to a problem experienced by many homeowners, especially in the UK. Houses on narrow streets do not always have space for conventional gates. If they were to swing outwards, it would inconvenience and possibly harm pedestrians walking along the path outside. If it swings inwards, there's not enough space for the car. Hence, this clever workaround. Makes sense, right? Up next, we have these appropriately named kaleidoscope doors. Influenced by the optical patterns found in the toy of the same name, these doors fold and spin to create a cool visual effect. These doors use multiple hinges and come together in the center where they can be locked. Much more exciting than a regular entrance. One for garage owners now. Automated doors have been around for a while. But if you're looking for a secure, reliable, and convenient system, then check this one out. It uses a counterweight to open and close the garage in a smooth, consistent motion. The mechanism is operated by a motor and has enough strength to manipulate heavy-duty doors. A garage is the single largest point of entry for many homes, so installing a dependable system like this allows you to boost security while retaining the convenience of an automatic entry and exit. Well worth the investment if you ask us. Next are these double folding wing gates. If you own a wide driveway, then it could be a hassle to open and close a lengthy gate each time you want to drive in or out. Well, thanks to physics and this smart construction idea, you won't have to. Strategically placed hinges and an automated piston part the gates and limit the amount of space they take up when fully opened. An electromagnetic lock in the center holds the gates firmly in place when they are shut. Simple but effective. Plus, it has the added bonus of looking like a bird stretching its wings each time you leave home or arrive back. A similar concept can be seen in these trackless bifold automatic swing gates. Aside from the fact that these are much larger, the movement is the same as the previous entry. Usually, gates this size require a groove or track to guide them into position. With this one, there's no need. With the simple point and click of a remote control, the gates will gracefully fold or unfold as you wish. Here's a pretty amazing gate from UK designer Brett Mayfield. Instead of opening as you might expect, the entire door moves position and rotates to create an opening. The gate's curved edges allow it to spin, while interlocking teeth built into its specially designed frame keep it in place. The action is pretty slick, so it's easy to operate. I'm pretty sure nobody will have problems finding this lady's house, since her gate is the only one like it. If you're interested though, the last time we checked, Brett Mayfield was taking requests for commissioned work. These lift-up garage doors are beautifully made from a mixture of metal and teak wood. At the push of a button, the horizontal slats retract up and out of view, before gracefully lowering back down to the ground. Is it just me, or is there something very peaceful about watching each section disappear and then appear again in one fluid motion? Maybe it's just an appreciation of the design and engineering involved. Remember when we talked about large gates getting in the way earlier? One way to solve the problem and create a spectacle is to have them pivot vertically into the sky, like these double vertical gates. More for factories or estates than smaller houses though. This next entry, the Innovative Gate, was created by the Motorized Gate Company in Australia. It was designed for a customer who lives in a corner unit, with a small backyard next to a lane and a footpath. The homeowner wanted a secure gate which allowed them to park their car and have pedestrian access at the same time. The company's solution was to combine a trackless bifold gate with a sliding gate. This intelligent adaptation works perfectly and is a great example of a creative design. Here's an imposing gate that's made from a hefty amount of welded aluminum. It makes a strong barricade to block the entrance of this country estate. The gate opens automatically in a similar way to the bifold gates seen previously. Strategically placed to account for the uneven path and incline, it fits nicely into its surroundings. The gate posts are attached to the lane's stone walls, while a motor and electronic arm power the gate's movement. When fully closed, the blockade locks itself into position and secures the perimeter. Where it folds, there is a standard pedestrian gate that can be unlocked and opened separately. So, you don't have to open the whole thing when you're just coming back from a leisurely stroll in the countryside. Now let's take a look at this Papillon design from Italian company Avant Gates. Attached to barriers which open vertically, the first thing we thought of was the flag-waving language of semaphore. Then we searched the term Papillon and found that it actually means bow tie in Italian, or butterfly in French. What do you think? Either way, they're pleasing to look at. This aluminum curved sliding door is another interesting design, born in response to a unique problem. How do you install a safe and secure entrance that opens automatically when there is a concrete ramp blocking the way? Well, like this. Create a track for the doors to follow and have them fold around the corner. Similar to how a train or roller coaster works, it's a great solution for maneuvering firm structures around obstacles. Arms are attached to the end of the door nearest the motor, and when pulled, it drags the other door along with it. Hinges allow enough movement for the doors to turn the corner and remain on the track. They are pulled into a convenient lay-by until instructed to be pushed back into place. Obviously, the gate couldn't have swung inwards because of the ramp, and with the cars passing by outside, it would be unsafe to swing outwards. So, this system from Spain works brilliantly. Up next is a retractable door that can take up the entire wall area of a room or structure. Made by the Skyfold company, at the push of a button, the wall door starts its transformation. In its down position, the wall door helps to create an enclosed space. When retracted though, the door opens up an area which may be useful for large demonstrations or theater productions. It certainly looks theatrical, as it opens and folds up like a concertina. This example comes from the Engine Shed in Scotland, a centre dedicated to the conservation of traditional building techniques. Back to Italy and the folks at Avant Gates next. They've designed this vertical liftgate so that owners with limited parking space can have a protected area for their vehicle. Fencing is attached to a lifting arm, which when raised, creates enough space to drive a small car into. The opening is not intended for pedestrian access, as there is a separate, normal gate for that. This more elaborate design is intended for cars, sort of like an open-air garage door. A flashing light goes off to warn passers-by when the system is in operation. Not that they would be struck by it if walking past, or that the gate would hit another vehicle if it's parked very close by. By lifting straight up and inwards, the gate does not infringe on space outside of the fence's usual perimeter. It's amazing the types of innovation that are born out of different situations. As they say, necessity is the mother of invention. Sticking with Avant Gates, they also made this much larger vertical gate. It serves as the entrance to a supermarket loading area, where vehicles such as vans, trucks, and lorries need to access. Using a vertical system takes up the least amount of road space, so the gate rises high into the air to let traffic through. If you've ever tried lifting something lengthy from just one end, you'll know that it requires a lot more strength than picking it up from the middle. Therefore, a system like this requires a powerful motor with plenty of torque. And finally, automatic gates and doors are super convenient, but can sometimes be quite slow. Designers in Argentina aim to change that with fast sliding gates like these ones. By attaching the gates to a running track and using a decent motor, the gate panels slide rapidly behind one another to create an entrance. In terms of safety, there is very little chance of any fingers or toes getting caught, since the panels do not fully overlap, and motion sensors can be installed to stop the gates if anyone gets in their way. While other designs might look more serene, a fast gate is much more practical for busy people who are in a rush. Plus, they still look very cool. Which of these designs would you include in your home? Let us know in the comments. If you liked any of the entries, go ahead and leave a like on the video too. You can subscribe to our channel for more interesting and creative content. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.